Hello there. And unlike what I said at the end of yesterday, we are actually going back here. Now that I actually know about what caused well, the white pieces and a way to counter them, I had the time to think of a way to counter them, I now know exactly what I'm going to do there. No offers, and I don't want to demand anything. Not right now. Okay. There is... So, in order to enforce peace against a country, the main member on the other side has to have at least 100 opinion, which I can't really control. Sure, they might not like me, but I do like them. Not just IRL, as, well, let me say this. As a player, I like them. As the country, I also like them. They don't like me that much, though, since they have a claim on me. And, well, I grab prestige from, wow, 400, almost 460. Taking. I'm fine with losing a bit of army morale for a while, because that will help keep my economy up and going. Well, anyway, now that I'm fully aware of what is going on and how I can take the time to stop it, there's one easy way. There's two requirements. First off, you yourself have to be you can't be at war with the target country. Oh yeah, first off, the hunter opinion, and then secondly, you can't be at war with the target country. Since you're already at war, you can't just, say, oh, you better white peace or I'm going to go to war with you. It doesn't work like that. Now then. Shimazu has no interest in Buzan, so even if they were to siege it down, they would just hand it back to me. So, I do have to be wary about aggressive expansion. 28. Yeah, it should be fine. And I can get Suwa out of the picture with its, well, nah. I'm sure my force can handle it. And get Shoni, so that as a co-belligerent, since they do not have their own allies, and marking as a co-belligerent means that I can simply just, take their provinces without suffering the double aggressive expansion. Because in war, you can earn aggressive expansion with, only via direct okay. The only way you can get aggressive expansion is if your peace deal either gives you yourself territory, grants you new subjects, or grants one of your subjects territory. I don't think tributaries count in that, but that's just conjecture, so I should also build a spy network in Shoni in order to increase the chance that I'll obtain. Well, speed up sieges once I finally get to sieging that province down. Yeah. There's various factors involving aggressive expansion. For example, if you're attacking a certain culture, and it's not of your own culture, if you're attacking a certain culture, and it's the same culture, you get reduced aggressive expansion. If it's within the same culture group, you also get reduced aggressive expansion in general, although it's to a lesser degree. And you get the full penalty if it's a completely different culture. If it's same religion, you get a reduced amount of aggressive expansion. If it's against heretics, you get a normal amount. If it's against heathens, you get an increased amount. Additionally, countries similar to the one that you got the aggressive expansion from, for example, if you conquer a province in, say, a Saxon province that's Catholic in Germany, then other Saxon cultured Catholic countries will get a large amount of aggressive expansion compared to, say, Morocco, if, for example, they're Sunni, as they are in the start of the game. If they were, say, Catholic, or for whatever reason Saxon, or some other German culture, they will get an increased amount of aggressive expansion. However, since they're of a completely different culture and religion, they don't really care much, and since they're so far away from this random province, they even get a further reduced amount. Since large enough distances dissuade people from, well, reduce the amount of aggressive expansion you get. Of course, there's some cases where this isn't there's some situations where this isn't the case. The Holy Roman Empire pretty much ignores aggressive expansion. Well, it ignores the distance modifier when it comes to aggressive expansion that was generated from inside the HRE. So if you take a province in northern Italy before it leaves the Empire, then all German princes will get the same amount of aggressive expansion, be they Austria or Dithmarsh. Now, the Italian princes will get a bit more aggressive expansion, and that's because they're of the same culture group. And so they have a slightly greater interest in what's going on. Additionally, certain casus bellis reduce the aggressive expansion by a certain amount. For example, I do believe Deus Volt gives a 75% of aggressive expansion for the conquest of all provinces. Also, if you're taking provinces or vassalizing a ally that's not marked as a co-belligerent, it costs double AE and double war score. So you should avoid doing that unless you've got a lot of aggressive expansion to spare. Or it's a rather valuable province. Oh no, the general died. Right then. Actually, which way's faster? This way. And then loop around. I just need to bring the single troop over to a province that isn't enemy territory. It could be neutral, it could be occupied by me. Well, it can't be controlled by an enemy. If the territory is controlled by an enemy, you can't assign a leader to an army. However, this little trick lets you do that without issues. Just go back to just send a single troop to a province that's pretty safe and you won't get any issues over. And it's controlled by you. Have them loop around. I am going to have to de-siege some of the province, or well, not necessarily need to, but it's likely that I will have to at some point. On the other hand, war enthusiasm tends to be a lot lower in M&T simply because war is a lot more devastating. And you need to be careful about it. A lack of care in warfare can cripple your economy entirely. Or not, if not your economy, then your military from all the rebels. No, I do not know who you are. I'm sure you're not one of my allies. So no, I don't care enough. EU unrest. Right, that province is occupied. Give it a minute. There we go. I'll siege down Booz and then force them to give up their territory. Wait, wasn't I? Oh, wait, right. I was planning on building a trade wharf here, but I guess I already did that. Right, I forgot I did that. Oh, then. There we are. Now I just need to... I don't need their spy network anymore. I probably should repair these ships. I know those. Oh, that's a great natural harbor. And all of them are so close to full that it doesn't really matter. I can get new tech. Huh. It's not noticeable enough. It's probably less than a point, actually. The difference. I probably could calculate it out, but I don't want to do that right now anyway, so... Actually, yes I can. Yeah, it would be less. Yeah, it would be a little less than a point right now. I mean, I could give up trying to go for innovativeness. And it is true that I've got so much power now that I'm uncontested on the... I'm pretty much uncontested outside of the Shogun for power. Or I could just save up the slot for diplomatic, yeah, I could just save up the slot for exploration in order to get it sooner. I'll have to make a decision at some point, but... I don't even have the points to pick an idea, so... I don't know, let's see here. Are you willing to give up your land? Yes, yes you are. That's a good enemy. Force being built. Good, good. Where's it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I do want the burghers to have control over that province. It would give them a lot of power. It would restrict a lot of power from the nobility. The greater nobles. I would like for you to deal with this, please, Shimazu. I can take care of the enemy troops quite easily on my own. I outnumber them over 2 to 1. Dang it! The siege ended. Actually, probably should. No, don't do that. Don't leave the port, just go in another port. I actually need to blockade the province. Sickness of the Shugo. More power to the nobles. I said pause. Okay. There, does it? There. Sometimes when I tab in and tab out, the keyboard stops working, so. Ouch. I'd rather give... I'm gonna reduce my tax income. That's honestly the preferred case. Besides, the greater nobles are a lot less easy to please, so... Lose 20 prestige, that's fine by me. Besides, I need to get on the lesser nobles good side again so I can demote the greater nobles again. Yeah, well, another issue with the fact that there's local fortifications. I think zone of control doesn't work quite as well as it should. I mean, I'm pretty sure no one can get to Tosa, for example, but it doesn't seem they're able to just waltz like this across there. I need 13 more reasons. Or 14. You know, I just protect trade. At this point, I don't really need it to just sit it there. I guess rot or something? Huh. Yay, move speed. Oh, fine. That amount of prestige and legitimacy is actually quite nice. Huh. They might win that. Yeah, it looks like it. Hope I can come in and assist and stack wipe. So I don't have to convince them that's a peace deal. No, that was their allies' truce. Yep, they have no reason to request peace. So, wait. Probably should take the time to siege this down, just so that they don't raise any mercenaries. And to prevent war exhaustion from continuing to rise. Oh, Fauci now has a level 1 fortification. Seriously, this is not the best time to do that. Okay. Thankfully, it didn't have a garrison, so immediate success. Well, it's been long enough, so... How long has it been? No. Since I fully occupied, I guess, whatever... Because in base game, it's 5 years, but I guess the... How long it takes before the... Wait. Dang it! If I had done that one day earlier, I would have been able to record immediately. Oh well. Not much I can do about that now. And Taro Kyoto Kanra has passed on again. Although the game does think that I have double the power of Ashikaga. However, I do have to be cautious of the, well, ability to centralize. Centralize administration. The thing is, what this does is it turns the autonomous vassals, which is what I am, into dominions. They don't get the full, they don't get that plus 50% literary desire. They probably do get some, but it's reduced. They cannot fight their own wars, which is horrible. But they can't be annexed to Blanche directly. In order to do that, they have to be willingly integrated, which is not easy. Well, what do I want to do next? Probably should develop the city up again a bit more. I could just go ahead and build a warehouse district or a local university. I think I'll build a warehouse district. It provides direct economic benefits and indirect economic benefits, while the university does not really either of them. Huh. A new Shugo. Yet again. I should actually be preparing for war by building a spy network here. There we go. And now I just wait. Yes, more money. Money is always good. Ah, I could do a naval doctrine. Sure, let's make my trade fleet even more hilarious. Because my naval limit is now 20. I now have 2/3 of the trade power in there. That's great. I mean, that's where all that income's coming from. And I just increased again. Manpower is no longer low. Well, I know what time it is now. I know what that means. It's time to build some roads. Because manpower, when it comes to road building and fort building, is like money, just different. And pay off the remaining cost, and the fort will be upgraded to, well, current standards, I guess. To the latest level. Iwama now has, Iwami, there, now has improved. Why do the greater nobles keep investing into lesser noble provinces? Is my question. Oh, I don't have enough power. You know, that actually lets me calculate exactly how much time this is taking. On the other hand, it's entirely possible that the capability to core a province is actually dynamic and not set on a specific amount of time. I'm not sure which it is. Oh well. Why does it have to be negative events? Alright, now I can court. Additionally, it does seem to be that at this point, the institution penalty is beginning to seem to be so harsh that I think I should actually stop focusing on tech for a while in order to begin investing points into other locations. At the very least with Miltech. But I'm going to invest into the first two ideas of naval ideas in order to... the first two naval ideas in order to be able to get exploration ideas once I hit Diplotech 20. I will continue to invest into Diplotech until that point, and then I'll get exploration ideas. That way I can start to colonize other locations that are still relatively close to my sphere of influence. Pretty much the uncolonized islands up north. As well as probably Taiwan. Especially since this is a very, very valuable province when it comes to trade, although... Actually, having a level of control here will reduce the amount of trade that will flow into the South China Sea from the Korea Straits. Time for a new project. But where? Yeah, it would still be helpful to get this further down, so... Treat manpower. Wow, okay, this is gonna be an expensive road. Guess it'll be a while. January 1478. Okay, a couple more months and I'll start paying the army again in full. Alright. Might be a bit too late for that, but... oh well. That'll probably be a bit of a long siege anyway, so... and really... I'll probably end up stack wiping, so... and even if I don't stack wipe... where's the last ship? I did order a... oh. 1479, okay, it's gonna be a while. Huh. A nice buff of yearly prestige for, I think it was 40 years. I wasn't paying attention, I forgot where the province is already. Ah, joy. Right here. Right, let's go. Call in Shimazu in order to prevent them from attempting a white peace again. Well, no. Let's walk in. So I figure there's actually a time period, a grace time period, for the enforced white peace. Heavily restrict looting. Another part of the war, although not doing anything in particular. However, they're not going to enforce white peace now, so yay. I'm not going to have any issues whatsoever with that. Huh. I guess the current emperor has died yet again. Now the prince is a new emperor. I have the feeling there's supposed to be a name here, but since Imperial Japan is not independent, it means that I don't. Any provinces of clan modifier is below 30% of the modifier removed. Right, so there's one here, the Mori clan. And there's two here, the Matsuro and the Arima clan. The issue is they provide plus 20% on the autonomy resting point. That is actually very bad. It's going to be another pain trying to get that to work. Oh, I can revoke a privilege now. Say goodbye to your increased amounts of autonomy. I hope the stability damage from that isn't too high. Upset. Let's see here. So the chance of not losing stability is 3/4 times 3/4, 9/16. Chance of losing one stability is, well, the chance of losing both stability is 1 in 16. As a result, the chance of losing one stability is 6 of 16. It's most likely I won't lose the stability, but it's very unlikely I'll lose 2 stability. It's most likely I'll lose no stability, but there's a decent chance of 1 stability. Okay, I can't blame the lack of noise on lag anymore. I didn't lose a stab. Nice. Now I just need to wait for the siege to be done, and grab their province and their money. And then I won't have any enemies down here, I can just completely ignore it. For the time being. Nagato. Having unrest issues there? Definitely not. Ignore them. They won't be able to do anything about it. I might as well set up the screen. Oh, I have enough aggressive expansion actually. Possibly get coalition set up. It's not enough people to do that, but I probably should just quietly sit there for a while. Since I don't have the power to take on half of Japan yet. Although I do own a good third of it. Send peace to you. 2/3 of the treasury, since might as well. Okay, our unit 0, then protect trade again. And when that ship's done, it should. Well, yep. It's going. The ship that will come reinforce will do that later. And I probably should check the differences between the Ship trade powers. Yeah, I probably should upgrade those at some point. Problems that cost money. When's the next upgrade? Level 30. Okay, then it would be reasonable to... Okay. After this new ship is done, the 20th ship, I'll just upgrade in set 2 and then just wait for the... and then just set it to protect trade, and it will come along and do it itself when it's done repairing. Oh yeah, when I hit diplomatic type level 23, I can start building banks. That should really bolster my economy. Ah, I can go to province now as well. And I need more admin points again. Lovely. I switch to focusing diplomatic points. I'm just surprised my economy is doing this well, despite having, well, the equivalent of over -2 ducats per month. I really am an economic powerhouse now, which is great. Although, I should definitely not put all this to waste this time. Yep, spy network. They're relatively weak. You'll be my target after Kirabateki. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but oh well. It's not like I can actually read the script that you have in dictionaries, which have the pronunciation they have. No real clue how to read those. I feel like I learn it and then forget it. Fine with taking a corruption if I can get a ton of prestige out of it. So just honor a noble house. So it's going to take 2 more months. Next month I can actually go ahead and pour the province. I wonder why it's such a high development province. Guess it might be the huge population. Yeah, it also has lumber. And it also has rank 2 rural infrastructure. Yeah, that's going to produce a lot of exports. So anyway, this is probably around a good time to stop. It's been almost an hour. Alright then, save game. And until tomorrow. See you then. Maybe I should wait a couple seconds just to make it exactly an hour. Yeah, why not? End record.